Hey, all right, finally I get to do a little close-up. This is going to be a short one, and I really mean that. This one is actually going to be a short one. I just wanted to do a little close-up that was really about Tailor. I'll tell you why. We got word yesterday from Danbury Animal Welfare Society that Blue Jean, hi Blue Jean, has an approved adopter. So that's great news. That means that all of the kittens currently attending the Kitten Academy have adopters, or have approved adopters, I should say, because you guys know it's happened in the past. Every now and then somebody falls through, even after they're an approved adopter. Again, don't let that stop you necessarily from applying. Just don't get your hopes up. Hi, Nick. Um, but even though all of our kittens now have approved adopters, neither of our two mom cats do. So I thought it would be fun if we did two close-up streams today, one about Tailor and one later about Brooke. Also, you can see that Maggie left her toy to the kittens yesterday, and they are still playing with it. It's still the favorite toy. But let's open this up and give them some outside time. Tailor, of course, comes straight out. Oh, okay. Now, the first thing I want to tell you about Tailor is that she's getting along really well with all the faculty. She wants to play with them, though, and I don't think they always understand that. So it's caused a little bit of, there've been a couple of, I don't know what word I'm looking for, strife? There've been a few incidents where she, especially with Maggie, she'll run up to Maggie wanting to play, and Maggie doesn't take it very well, and then Maggie makes a lot of noise when she's upset about something. So that's all there is to it, though. It's she really is a pretty gentle mom cat, and I think we've really proven at this point that she can get along with other cats very well. It might take a little bit of work, it might take a little bit of time, but we know that she's really got that in her. So, especially when her kittens aren't around. A lot of the incidents that we've had have been set off by her kittens, making a noise or somebody getting too close to one of her kittens, and she goes to protect them. Once she's adopted to somebody that doesn't also have one of her kittens, I think that entire situation, of course, will just disappear. So that's good news. If you have watched the stream, there's a couple of other things I can tell you about Tailor. I can tell you, first off, you can see she's beautiful. Those markings are remarkable, and her fur is super, super soft. It's in the softest fur that we've ever had at the academy. There've been a few cats that just have that really, really soft fur, and she is one of them. She is playful. You watch the stream, you know she likes to play. She plays with her kids. She wrestles with her kids. She plays with toys. She runs around the room, especially at night, and just has a good old time, like a kitten. She's just like a big old kitten herself. She's probably not going to give us a great example of that right now because she's running around the house, but that's okay. What else? Oh, but she's also a great lap cat, really. When she settles down, she doesn't mind sitting on your lap and just hanging out for an extended amount of time and getting her belly rubs and all that stuff. So I think she's a real winner for anybody that wants to adopt a cat that has already got its personality a little set and isn't going to be quite as much work as a kitten. Kittens are a lot of work. She's beautiful. Really, really fun to hang out with. So that's it. That's my pitch for her. She's a great mom cat, and I hope if you like mom cats or you like cats at all, that you think about it. She'd just be fun for anybody. She's just a good all-arounder. And so is Brooke, for that matter. Although Brooke has some interesting personality quirks that we'll get into later on her close-up. Let's see, what else did I want to say? Oh, yes, so we have scheduled all of the graduation surgeries for both mom and the kittens. And those are all scheduled on the 10th and 11th of December. What that means is if you adopt one of the kittens or if you adopt one of the mom cats, they would be ready for you to take home shortly thereafter. You could probably take them home if you have one of the mom cats You could probably take them home that weekend, the 14th, if you were really, really desperate to get them back to your house right away. But if you really want to save yourself a little bit of trouble, you could give it an extra week afterwards, and then we'll make sure that they go back, they get their checkup after their graduation surgery, that we take care of getting the sutures removed and all of that. But if you wanted to adopt them before that was done and you promised to have your vet do it, that's also not really an issue. Anyway, okay, that's it. That's my pitch for Tailor. And I hope that you guys, oh, I left their food out. Wow. Custard, you should not be in here in her space eating her food. Why don't you move on, buddy? You don't need this. You really don't need this. Oh, Tailor. She was telling him to get out. So that's another good thing that I think is really good about her. That's a good opportunity to mention it, is that she's not out to actually hurt anybody. She'll scare somebody off, but then she just lets them go. Like you just saw, she scared Custard off, and then she's like, all right, he's going. Where if you have been watching Kitten Academy for a long time, you know that we've had mom cats, and we've had these same mom cats that we've had, that they don't just scare somebody off, they will chase them to the ends of the earth to cause them pain. We've seen that happen. I think Ariel was a good example of that, and the interesting thing is that several of these mom cats that are that way still end up being really good friends with new cats at their new house. It just takes the right kind of introduction and the right kind of patience. So my point there is that Tailor is clearly way ahead of the curve as far as that goes. She's not the kind that really wants to hurt another cat in any case. Sometimes, though, she does want them to back off, and she'll tell them so. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. If you want to keep watching these kittens, I'm about to flip around the regular Kitten Academy live stream cameras so you can watch them out here playing in the living room for a while this morning. We do that every morning. We're doing it right now. I haven't switched the cameras yet because I'm doing the close-up, but as soon as it's over, if you want to keep watching them, that's the way to do it. Also, yes, Will, thanks for posting about our blog. The Kitten Academy blog is at the website kitten.academy. That's it. It's just kitten.academy. There's no W's. There's no comms. It's just kitten.academy. And if you head over there, you can see some really good photos of these guys and a little bit more of me writing to ask people desperately to adopt our mom cats. And one last thing I want to say is that once we have an approved adopter for Tailor or for Brooke, or even better for both, maybe together, maybe not, once we have those approved adopters, that even though they have to stay here until December 10th or 14th or whatever, mid-December, even though they're going to be here that long, that gives us new options, because right now I feel like we need to keep them on the stream as much as we can to help make sure their adopters can see them and see their personalities and think about getting them adopted. But once we have an approved adopter, then that changes a little bit, and I can move the new kittens into a bigger room with more cameras, and we can have fun watching them too. So that's sort of the situation I'm dealing with. Is I'd like to move the kittens around, especially the new Tiny Plants kittens, or the Brooks Babbles, I think is their official name, even though we're calling them Tiny Plants for fun. I'd really like to take the Tiny Plants and give them a bigger room and more exposure and all the stuff that they are going to need at some point. But I've been putting it off because I feel like we're really obligated to make sure that at least some of the focus stays on Brooke and Tailor until they get adopted. So that's it. Don't think they're being neglected, though. I've spent plenty of time with the Tiny Plants, and they are really sweet too. Okay, that's really it. That's really all. And if you really want to keep watching, just check out the regular Kitten Academy live stream. And if you want to see some good pictures and read some more about it, check out our website, kitten.academy. And that's everything. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for thinking about adopting Tailor. And I'll see you later to talk to you about Brooke. Tailor, say goodbye to everybody. Hey, Tailor. Hi, say goodbye to everybody. I'll give you a churro, okay? Yeah, okay. Not now. I'll give you a churro in a minute.